connect to DadBot, make sure that you go to dadbot.io. You'll be presented with this green pop-out where you can see info, updates, and upcoming developments. You'll also find direct links to Telegram, our white paper, and X. When you're done looking at that, click on the X in the top right of the green pop-out, click Connect, and that will prompt your MetaMask, sign the transaction. In the Your Account section, we see a quick overview of our account and we're able to change settings. This top button, it shows you which wallet you are logged in as. We call that wallet 0. This button in the top right allows us to change between our chains. This is your wallet address that you're currently selected on. If you click it, it will take you to your Etherscan link. This allows you to copy your private keys and import them into your MetaMask. This copies your address. This allows us to connect your Telegram account. So using the cloud, you can use the Telegram integration. If you have a private node, this is where you can input that. This hat in the middle is for MVV blocker. This will allow you to see multiple tokens on the listener. This button is how you enable your cloud storage for orders. This button is how we open our wallet admin tool. This button allows us to change our format of our screen so you can visualize it differently. For super users, you can generate more wallets. We can also have a default between RPCs if you notice things are lagging. And this button turns on CMC and changes the settings for that. Additionally, we have either DEX tools or DEX screener integration that you can choose. These sliders at the bottom allow us to change your color. Any settings that you change and you want to save, simply hit this star button. It will prompt a signature and make sure you pay the gas and save it. To get started and fund your wallet, simply click here in the Swaps tab which wallet you'd like to fund. In this case, I'd like to fund wallet 4. You'll see that this address comes up here. By clicking this button, this will allow you to copy your public address, copy it, go to your MetaMask, click send. You can send funds from wherever you want. You can also send it from a centralized exchange. Send, copy and paste your address in, type in the ETH that you'd want to spend, sign the transaction, confirm it, and just wait for it to arrive. It should arrive really shortly. To refresh your data, just hit this refresh button in the contract tab. And there you go. Once you have funds on any wallet 1 through 5, you can send them back and forth and consolidate or distribute very easily using the wallet admin tool. To use the wallet management tool, simply click the button in your accounts. You'll see that now we're on ETH. You can also send any other native token that you'd like and do the same method by clicking this button. We're now on the Receive tab. It's going to show us each of our wallets that have ETH that can be sent. To set the maximum, we use this maximum button. We can also reset using this button, or you can type in manually. It will calculate how much you're set to receive here at the top on the wallet that is selected. Simply click execute, and you'll see that swap down here, and it will show you when it's completed. To send, simply do the same thing. You can set how much you'd like each wallet to receive right here. Once again, click execute. Additionally, if you'd like to send to an address that's not one of your own, you can simply copy and click the plus button and it will paste it through. Here you would set the same way of how much you'd like it to receive. To change blockchains while using DadBot, simply click the button in the top right, select the chain that you'd like to go to, switch the network. To create your own private node, first go to quicknode.com and create a free account. After confirming your email address, click Create Endpoint. Pick the chain that you'd like to, in this case, Ethereum. Hit Continue. We want it on mainnet. You don't need any of these add-ons. Hit the free version. And our endpoint is created. Then simply copy this WSS provider, go back to your DadBot, type this in where it says paste WSS endpoint. It will check it. It will tell you that it's valid. To save this, click star. Sign the transaction. To pull up a token in the contract section, simply click on the token name wherever it's found within the platform, and it will automatically pull it up. You can also search directly for a token name or copy and paste the address. Here you'll see the token price, as well as a direct pop-out link to the website, Telegram, X, scanner, and a chart. With this wallets button, it will show you the balance that you have in your wallets of that token. You'll also see volume indicators, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hour, 24 hours. With these, it will show you which DEX the liquidity is held on. You'll also see supply, market cap, taxes, max transaction wallet, is it a honeypot, and the ETH pools. To turn on and off the embedded chart, simply click this button. After you've selected the wallet that you'd like to do your order from, to market buy or sell using DadBot, simply load the contract. To buy, you're going to enter the amount of ETH you'd like to spend. You can adjust your gas, you can adjust your slippage. Once you are happy with your inputs, hit execute, and you'll see this go down into your swap section. To cancel the order, hit the trash can. To sell, do the exact same method. Take note, when selling, you can also sell for a certain percentage. When buying, you can also easily buy a certain percentage as well by selecting that and hitting execute. It will do all the calculations for you. If you'd like more options and more settings and want to be more specific with your buy, simply hit the wrench tool. You'll see at this bottom section, it will also tell you the outputs of what you will receive. The star button, this is helpful in saving your current settings and what you prefer. So if you prefer your current boost to be higher, you can set that as well. And you can also set your slippage to whatever you want it to default on. Hit the star and sign the transaction. We have several different limit order options. On the buy side, you can buy the dip, so you can set how much price difference you'd like to see on the drop before you buy. On the sell side, you can actually do take profits, and you can set to choose either to sell 100% of your bag or just a portion of your bag. Here's where you'll drop in and be able to select the percentage gain you'd like to see. We also have a stop loss, in which once again you can either sell a percentage of your whole bag on a certain drop set by you. The bottom will tell you the outcome of that trade when you set it. Whenever you're ready to do the trade, just simply hit execute. Once you've loaded a new contract into DadBot that you'd like to set a snipe order for, we can set a snipe order for a certain set percentage of supply. When sniping, our simulator will automatically add the best function that it expects to open trading. However, we also added this tool called any signature at the bottom that it may be helpful to set an additional order with. This will try to buy and snipe anytime that the developer uses any signature rather than one specific. In this case, we can send the maximum amount of ETH that we'd like to spend to get that percentage. We can choose the percentage that we'd like to go after. Make sure that your percentage doesn't go over the max transaction and max wallet here. We can change our gas and we can boost gas if needed. Many times with a private node, this isn't needed. You can also change your priority fee. If there are dead blocks, you can set them here. You can also utilize our MEV bundling and bribing capacity. To enter a bribe, you can select how much you'd be willing to spend additionally. This bribe may allow you to get preferential selection from builders, improving your buy position. If your MEV bundle and bribe is not accepted, it will actually default to a standard snipe. If you wish to only snipe if your MEV position is secured, hit this button here at the top. If it's unsuccessful in that MEV sniping, then you won't lose gas. You also have the ability to multi-wallet snipe that we'll show in a different video, or you can simply change your wallet and hit execute on each wallet that you'd like to set the order. Also take note when you're sniping for a certain set percentage that if you send too much ETH, the rest will be refunded to you. So make sure here you're setting the maximum you'd be willing to spend. Also make sure that you have enough gas left in your wallet to pay the fees. Once you've loaded a new contract into DadBot that you'd like to set a snipe order for, instead of market snipe, simply make sure market is selected in this dropdown. Then select how much ETH you'd be willing to spend. Pay particular mind here that you don't want to spend too much ETH that it would go over any max transaction or max wallet. If you spend too much ETH, then it will fail. This is a difference when compared to limit order sniping. To set up multi-wallet sniping, simply make sure this button is enabled. Come up in Wallet Management tool to determine which wallets you'd like to sync. In the Send tab, you can select with the bottom right stars which wallets you'd like to sync together. So that when you go back to your orders and you want to set snipe orders, you'll hit execute and you'll notice that all of those wallets are synced. The Your Swap section will show all orders. As you can see, we have orders in green or buys and orders in red or sells. We can also see the type of order and the minimum received. In this case, I have a snipe order open, not using the cloud tool, which will show you this status when it's pending and looking for the metrics to be hit. The above shows the cloud feature. With the cloud features turned on, this will keep and store that order until it's deleted. It's going to be looking for that metric in this limit order to be met. To cancel any order, hit the trash can. And if you ever get a failed transaction, it will show up as this exclamation point. The failed transaction, you can get more information clicking this eyeball. It will always show you the details of the order. Here you can see the message is I had insufficient funds for gas and value to transact. In this section, we can see all the tokens that we have in our wallet. To change between wallets, simply do that in the swap section, and you'll see that the tokens are updated. In the Zerion section, this will show changes in the last 24 hours if there are price movements. It will also show your balance of your tokens and the amount of ETH value. You can do this for each of the dexes. In this case, we're on Uniswap V2. To see something on SushiSwap, you'd simply go up and change on SushiSwap. To show those tokens with zero value, you can do that as well, or you can choose to hide those zeros. In the new contract section, we can see all new tokens that are added to the blockchain as they're added. For a quick view of the token, click the I button. This will pull up a pop-up telling us many details about the token as well as the snipe function. Don't worry, when you go to snipe, this function will already be added in and defaulted. You'll also be able to see important information like dead blocks here. Simply scroll with next or previous to go through them. If you want to take a deeper look at any of the tokens, simply hit the load button. X out using the X at the bottom. Here you'll also find quick links to the token address, what time it was created, as well as the dev wallet. You can also see how much ETH the dev wallet currently has loaded. The listener can either be used for individual tokens or multiple tokens at the same time. To enable the multi-token listener, make sure you enable it here and hit the star to save that setting if that's what your preferred is always going to be. Any token that you click will automatically show up in the listener. This is listening to the blockchain and looking for buys and sell transactions. You'll also see here what the gas is, the ETH cost, as well as the token value and what you have selected. To reset that and clear it, simply hit this button. The mempool section can be a helpful tool for following on with new launches and following along with functions used by developers, including adding liquidity. To connect your mempool, simply click this disconnected button. This will automatically connect when you have a snipe order waiting. Here you'll be able to see the block in which the function is being used, what the function amount in ETH is, and the token it's going to be used on. If you wanted to follow along with a launch, you could simply click the token and let it populate into the contract section. Here you'll actually see the signature that's being used by the developer, as well as a direct link to the scanner. To enable the CoinMarketCap banner, simply click. Once you've enabled it, if you click it again, you can go to the next section, which is trending. It's currently on recently added. You can also see by clicking again, most visited, and finally, gainers and losers. When you click on any of these buttons, it will automatically pull the contract and chart up.